Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Green, and today I'd like to be presenting you with my presentation on the geologic history of Iceland. I actually really enjoyed this project. I learned a lot of valuable information on this country. So let's get started. So firstly, I'd like to start with the introduction of Iceland. Iceland sits right smack dab in the middle of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge System, which is in between the North American and the Eurasian plate line. This country has some of the most diverse collection of volcanic activity out of anywhere else on the planet. This is mainly due to how the island was created and the mechanisms that went into forming this island. So there are three main recent formations. The first one being the Tertiary basalt. This age happened about maybe 16 million years ago to around maybe 3 million years ago. The formation occurred during a time when there was around 40 more active volcanoes on the island than there already were, that were all actively spewing lava onto the surface and solidifying it to make land. The second is the Pleistocene formation. This happened around 3 million years ago to around 700,000 years ago. This time period was known as autumn. This is because it happened right before the glacier and interglacier cyclical changes, which is in short terms the Ice Age. If you look at the diagram above, you could see the white area is the ice that is covering the island. So you can see from 2.5 to 2.7 million years ago, there wasn't that much ice. Then fast forward 500,000 years, a little bit more ice. Fast forward another 500,000, a little bit more ice, until you get, a couple million years later and the entire island is covered in ice. The last is the Upper Pleistocene formation. This is around 700,000 years ago to present day. This happens, this is when all the ice on the island started to melt, started coming down, warming up the globe. Yeah, whatever. Iceland's formation. This island formed due to a hotspot plume, a stationary hotspot plume under the Earth's lithosphere. After a while, the lithosphere melted due to the lava, and the basaltic magma started spewing onto the surface and solidifying. This happened around 25 million years ago. As the Mid-Atlantic Ridge System moved apart, that's what created the island to make it as big as it is today. So you can see here in this picture, the hotspot plume is right in the middle. So as both of those sides of the ridge system started spreading apart, it created more and more land. Here is a diagram on how exactly the island was formed. You could see the rising mantle plume coming up from the core, and then in the middle one it starts flooding the ocean with basalt and all of that. And then in the third one you could see the volcanic trail because of the shifting in the Earth's crust. Because of the plume is stationary and the Earth's crust is not, there's a trail of volcanoes. This island started forming probably around 65 million years ago, when the hotspot plume began to form, due to the factor that this island is made up of almost half basalt rock because of the hotspot plume that was its main creator. Iceland's composition, it's like I said, half of it is made up of basaltic rock. Since the island was made up of the same geological mechanisms as Hawaii, most of the country is made up of igneous rock. There are both extrusive and intrusive igneous rocks that formed Iceland. Extrusive when the magma spewed onto the surface and solidified it, and intrusive when it solidified before reaching the surface, probably due to the immense pressure that the magma was put under. Here you can see the recent volcanic activity. I like this map a lot because it shows all the areas where the volcanoes are currently active. Iceland really attracts its visitors and its intrigued scientists because of the amount of active volcanic activity that is on the island. Iceland is actually home to over 100 volcanoes, not all of them being active. Most of them actually went dormant a long, long time ago. There are 35 volcanic eruptions that have occurred in recent human history. The eruptions occur every 5 to 10 years, something like that. Iceland's current situation, the residents of the country say they're pretty nervous because they are overdue for a very large earthquake. The worst one to hit the country in recent history was predicted to be a 7.1 magnitude in around 1785. Now, I say predicted because they didn't have seismographs back then, so they could only predict, by the damage it's done. The future of Iceland. Now, according to the Icelandic National Land Survey, Iceland is expanding at a rate of about 2 centimeters per year. If you do a little bit of math, you can estimate that in 100,000 years, the country is going to expand over 16,000 feet. Maybe even in a million years, it's going to be about 15 miles. So I think the future of Iceland is pretty bright. It's going to continue to get bigger and bigger. It's going to continue to be more and more volcanically active. So that is my presentation for Iceland. I hope you enjoyed, Professor Linderman, and I hope you have a wonderful spring break. Thank you.